5's Chad Petrie has the story.
When you get a fast food meal, no one expects to be called a little ugly dude.
We get the
MICAH Beats activated.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go. Just another day on the couch, talking about all the problems of today. Welcome back to another episode of Just Therapy. It is another beautiful Monday evening, y'all. Yes. I am here. It is President's Day. Monday was okay. All right. So I hope that if you had to work, your work Monday wasn't that bad, but thank you for joining us for your evening therapy session to make your Monday a little bit better. Yes, I am flying solo tonight. Big shout outs to Miss BBC, sending prayers and healing energy out her way because she is not feeling the best today. So I'm flying solo and we're going to do just a short, quick episode, get in, get out, you know what I'm saying? But we are here. So it is time. I got my original co-host with me right here in Lil Mama, as always. She cut me some cucumbers, tomatoes, and peppers, as always. But thanks for tuning in, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Big shout out to last week's guest. If you missed that episode, we had comedian Stephanie J. Cash App on the couch. And it was a good show, man. Very interesting, getting her backstory, seeing what she involved in. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty dope. And this week, we will make it happen. So let's get right into it, y'all. I am going to do, a little bit. So real quick, since I'm by myself, going to start with a recap real fast. I was in Fort Wayne, Indiana, this past weekend. And Friday was Valentine's Day. My thing is, we'll talk about that a little bit later, just a little bit, but I really don't do too much on Valentine's Day. It's just, something I don't do. I did celebrate my divorce anniversary on Valentine's Day, and then went on the road Saturday morning. The weather was actually pretty good on the way there. On the way back, it was still smooth sailing. On the way back, I was down to like one lane on the freeway, but it wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how to drive, and I learned how to drive. I was taking driver's ed when it was a whole bunch of snow a long time ago, so it really didn't bother me. So it was cool, man. Being in Fort Wayne, Indiana, it had two shows. Two really good shows, not super huge crowds, but, that never matters to me because, I come in ready to have fun and everybody had fun. We had a blast. Debuted my new t-shirt. Drum roll, please, little mama. You know how to do the drum roll? You know how to do the drum roll? You don't know how to do the drum roll? All right, so this is the new merch that I have on deck. You know me, I am a big advocate of mental health, and these are the new shirts that I am selling on the road. Let me see, make sure you can get a good view because I got the whatchamacallit on that blue screen. Yeah, the background. So it says "You Matter," right? That's what it says on the front. It says "You Matter," because you never know what somebody's going through, man. So I came up with this idea not too long ago. And so it says "You Matter" on the front, but somebody might be going through a bad day and they see your shirt and it just uplifts them. And then, they might even question that they matter, you know what I'm saying? So, but they see that, they'd be like, oh man, I matter. And then if they do question it, and sometimes people, when they walk by you and see your shirt, they always turn around to, be like, what was they talking about? So on the back, it says, yeah, you, right? So it says "You Matter" on the front, and then on the back, when they look back at you, it says, yeah, you, just letting them know, yeah, I'm talking to you, you matter. So I thought that was a great idea. Sold a whole bunch of shirts, man. Like I said, debuted it. Sold 6 shirts first show, 6 shirts second show. The ratio was really dope. So if I can get that ratioed everywhere I go, like if it is like 200 people in the audience and second show more than 50%, first show about 46%. So I mean, if I can get that ratio, I would be doing great. I would be happy and pleased and giddy. But both shows was great. Did different material both shows, so it was dope. Can you stop doing that? It's like pulling my neck. Please stop. Okay. So it was cool. Good time. Had some cool company with me. We rode back, and like I said, it was something I like to do. Do what I love. So 2 great shows, had fun, got some new fans, which is always great. And then I was back. So let's get into the flowers while they're still here. Instead of being conditioned like so many of us are to give people flowers while they dead and gone, we like to give people flowers while they still here so they can smell those roses. So my flowers today are going to who I want to give my flowers to. I done gave little mama flowers plenty of times before. What are you doing? She distracted me. So I think my flowers today are going to go to the staff at Fort Wayne Comedy Club. They bust their ass. They worked hard. We had one server, and he did his thing, and he wanted to buy some merch at the end of the show. So I gave him a little discount or whatnot, and I ended up giving the wrong shirt to him because I got my stuff color coded in my bag, but I have 2 shirts. Well, I got this shirt that I sell, and this is black, but it's got the green letters, and then I got the "Make Racism Wrong," and then the "Yeah, You," and both of those shirts are black with the white letters, and these are different letters, but for some reason I still grabbed the wrong shirt, but it'll be all right. It'll work out. But I definitely wanted to give him his flowers for working hard, and actually, sat there and enjoyed the show, while people really didn't want nothing at the time, but did his thing. So, Anthony, you getting your flowers today. So let's get into it. So I want to talk about Valentine's Day real quick, man. Especially, to the audience. I would love to know what your opinion of Valentine's Day is. So my thing is, if you celebrate Valentine's Day, that's cool. People celebrate different things. I think it comes from me as a kid, really never getting into being a big Valentine's Day person, right? I think it, comes from me being a kid, being a fat kid growing up that everybody knew. But you would have to buy those little Valentine's cards, and everybody would get one, and some people will write special notes in them or whatever like that. And maybe it jaded me for not getting the special notes. I don't know if that part played a part into it. But I've never really been a big person on the Valentine's Day thing. Like even when I was married, we might go out to dinner, but we would go out to dinner, on a regular day, you know what I'm saying, and celebrate each other. So I don't see how, they call it a day of love, where, if you with that person, every day should be a day of love. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't think you need a special day to do that. Some people feel different. I don't think anybody should, fault anybody for not celebrating it or question why they don't celebrate it. You know what I'm saying? Evidently, it's something they don't like about it, right? And so happened my last divorce got finalized on Valentine's Day. So to me, I was like, happy Valentine's Day to me. My divorce is finally final. So, so that's kind of what I celebrate. I don't even really, do too much for the divorce anniversary or whatever, but I know when it is. But they got, they always want to play on words and make something different out of different days. So they came up with Galentine's Day, right? It's supposed to be for single ladies to hang out with each other. But it's like they do that anyway. So it's like, why do you need to call it a certain thing like Galentine's Day to hang out with your friends? You know what I'm saying? I did see on, some people's social media, they was, talking trash about it, which it was funny, talking about, bitter single ladies, want to get together like that. But I don't think we should look at it like that. But to make up a day just to hang out with your single friends kind of baffles me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you have to change something in order to do that? You know what I'm saying? But to each his own, but I did want to break down something real quick. Like I said, I'm not going to be before you long, but I did want to break down something that I was want to discuss with my co-host. Because we talking about Valentine's Day, and you never know what people are going through or anything like that. But some people just baffle me with the excuses they make on certain situations, right? I'm a hopeless romantic. I've talked about that on the show before, but I seen a story about a couple, right? And it's a man married. He's been married for 14 years, and he wants to leave his wife, right? Doesn't know if he wants to tell her, leave, or cheat. Claims he loves her, but not in love anymore. So it's like, when you break that down, it's like, okay, y'all been together 14 years, right? But wants to leave his wife, okay? Doesn't know if he wants to tell her. Like, that makes no sense to me. When you're in a relationship, especially a marriage, right? And you want to leave, y'all need to have that difficult conversation. Don't have somebody, strung along and you don't want to have that difficult conversation with them. Like, the first thing you should do is have that conversation, see what's going on, because he's already bowing out, like, we don't have any backstory on if they try to do couples therapy or anything like that, or do, individual therapy or anything like that. Because, we are big advocates for therapy as a whole, because we want people to heal. Because when you can't heal, you carry so much baggage to where you not going to really evolve or be good for the other person when you have that baggage, when you haven't healed from, past trauma or past relationship issues, things like that. So like I said, it's a man, he's married 14 years, wants to leave, but he doesn't know if he wants to tell her. Like, my thing is, tell her, have that difficult conversation, right? Doesn't know if he wants to leave. Like, he pretty much made up his mind already that he does want to leave. So it's like, basically, you just want people to, kind of give you that push and be like, oh yeah, it's okay to leave. Like, my thing is, if you feel that way, you should leave and let that person, have their own happiness, even if it's by themselves. You know what I'm saying? And then he doesn't know if he just wants to cheat. Like, that should never be an option when you married. Like, have that conversation, because if you have to cheat on your spouse that you made this vow to, it's over already. You know what I'm saying? And like, I know, people have been cheated on and they take the person back and they work through it and stuff like that. But when you know all this ahead of time and you don't know if you want to leave or cheat, you should just leave. Like, why scar that person so then they have to do more healing after you're gone to that person? To me, that is just being flat out selfish. It's like, why would you put somebody through that just to please, your sexual, desires or, your ego? Like, just leave. Why would you string somebody along and cheat on them when you know you don't want to be with that person? And 14 years of marriage is a long time. And again, I don't have there was like no extra information on like if they went through therapy or anything like that, or went through couples therapy. But for them to put that out there for me to actually hear the story, it's like they were trying to get attention. 1, 2, they should just leave. 3, cheating shouldn't be an option. So, but it makes me wonder and make me laugh at people that just really would go through this. It's like, if you really don't want to be with somebody, leave. Why put more trauma on that person or put more hurt on that person when you know you're not happy in the current situation? You know what I'm saying? It's like people are selfish because they're going after what they want personally instead of taking that other person, their partner, feelings in a vice, right? You know what I'm saying? As far as in accountability, right? Or in account. And so I just wanted to break that down real quick. So, sponsorships, sponsored by Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. Make sure you check them out. 3 locations: Cuyahoga Falls, Akron, and Stowe. Like I said, it was going to be a brief episode. Thanks for who all joined in, who rock with me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for that. And I really didn't have anything else to talk about. But going on the road and doing that, the other couple topics I want to discuss, I need my co-host so we can bounce some stuff off of each other because I value her opinion. And so I definitely want to give BBC some flowers. I know she had a show yesterday. I was not able to get there because I got back a little too late because it started earlier than I thought it would, especially being a Sunday when, most people didn't have to go to work the next day, but most people did, so about 50-50. So big shout out to her for doing her thing this weekend, yesterday, representing the Queens and the Queendom. She was with Carlos Jones doing a Bob Marley tribute. So, I heard that it went great, and that's always glad to hear. Always great to hear. So as always, I will leave you with this close, y'all. Something you can ponder on until the next time you see us on the couch. And we got to do it right. My true sidekick is coming in and on the low real quick. So your clothes, remember to check us out on YouTube under Just Therapy the Podcast, Facebook under Just Therapy the Podcast, or Spotify. You can hear it next day. But your clothes this evening, like I said, real quick to the point, something you can ponder on until the next time you see us or hear us. So your ponder tonight is: there is only one certainty in life, and that is nothing is certain. Yeah, there you go. One more time. There is only one certainty in life, and that is that nothing is certain. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to go on. You got to roll with the punches and make the best of every situation. So if nobody's told you today, I love you, I want you to succeed, and you already know what I'm going to say. If there's one thing you can never get back, that is time. And I want to thank you for spending your time on the couch with me, even if it was the little brief 18, 20 minutes. So we'll see y'all next week, God willing. We will have a guest next week. Comedian Proactive will be in the building, so make sure you tune in and check us out. Other than that, catch me. You jump in my inbox if you want some of this new merch. You know, You Matter and yeah, you on the back. So make sure you jump in and get your t-shirt because they are going quick. I promise you they are. $25. And y'all know what we do. But I will see y'all next week, God willing. And peace. We out.
MICAH Beats activated.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go.